Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video, and today we're going ahead and getting straight into it. Aspiring North Carolina rapper shot and killed in front of his kids by their mother's side dude. The side dude's a dumbass. You're going to jail. She's gonna be dealing with another dude, and now she got rid of both of you niggas. If that was what she was trying to do, we don't know the type of female she is, because we don't know her personally, but everybody got an opinion, so let's go ahead and get into this story.
And you said he was shot, and is he breathing?
No, I don't think so.
All right, when did this happen?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Going hard, but I gotta go harder. I done came far, but I'm trying to go farther. I've been going hard, but I gotta go harder. I've been came far, but I'm trying to go farther.
They are investigating after a man died in a shooting overnight. Elise Sandlin is live at the scene in Lenore County with details. Elise?
A woman who deputies say made a 911 call last month, charged with her boyfriend's murder.
She got charged with it?
So I'll go there a couple of times, a few times, not much, but they were real nice people.
This is one of
the
the
here
interesting
20
ones.
odd years, and this like the second shooting that's been out here. And for it to be like right across the street, it was kind of crazy because we're in the back and it's real quiet out here.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes your biggest enemy is the person you fall asleep to every night. Fam, have you ever witnessed a woman almost get away with murder? In this case, the victim is her children's father.
The thing that I do like about this, like I said, is that these setup girls and this, that, and the third, the tide is starting to turn, because they used to get away with a lot of shit. The setup girl would always get away. Maybe they would snitch on the actual person who did the murder, and they would just get off. They would get manslaughter, something real light, like less than 5 years, and be back out on the street. You feel what I'm saying? So to see that they're getting caught up too, charged with the same things that the people who did the murder is, I think that'll kind of deter a couple people from doing so.
The man she lives with. On the flip side of that, have you ever seen a man throw his life away to impress a woman? He might commit a crime he wouldn't dare do by himself, but to impress this female, he gonna risk it all. He might commit a crime for his side girlfriend while desperately wanting to take the place of her main partner. In the end, he crashes and loses both relationships. Or fine, what about this? Have you ever seen someone kill or help kill another person, then go to social media days later to express their sadness about the person they harmed? Well, today we have a story that combines all these elements. It's about a young mother of two who almost got away with murder.
And you said he was shot, and is he breathing?
No, I don't think so.
All right, when did this happen?
Like 5 minutes ago.
She got like little bro southern accent.
And how many is injured? Is it just him?
Yes, it's just him.
All right, and how many suspects were involved?
I don't know, sir. I was there with my bed, and I just heard gunshots.
All right.
Put them under the bed.
Where's that suspect at now? Do you know?
No, sir.
Fam, that clip you just heard is the 911 audio of a mother from North Carolina. She orchestrated a hit while her two young children were present and called 911 to create an alibi for herself. But of course, she didn't think this one through. She believed she had everything figured out for a month until she was arrested alongside her secret lover.
But the thing is, if that was the case, you could just leave, bro. You can just leave. You can just do what you gotta do. If you gotta work an extra job, if you gotta go move in with family, if you gotta go on Section 8 food stamps, whatever it is, bro, you can do what you gotta do to get to go where you need to go. You do not have to kill the person that you live with. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was, like, bro, what?
Was also her co-worker. Today we explore how this happened and who was involved, while also paying respect to.
Also, I gotta think about like this is another reason why I'm like, I would rather my woman not have a job, because you see so many times, because they spend more time at work than they do at home with you, and everybody works a different schedule, everybody works different shifts, and this, that, and the third, and this is becoming a common occurrence. You know what I'm saying? You seeing men and females, you know what I'm saying, throw away what they have at home for, you know what I'm saying, this person that they just work with.
But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Today we visit a place that's the location of East Carolina University, Greenville, North Carolina. This is a place what some would call the country. With a population of a little more than 90,000, the cost of living in Greenville, North Carolina is generally lower than the national average. With the large gap in the economy compared to other states, The average cost of a home in Greenville is a little more than $194,000, which is lower than the national average of a little more than $280,000. Housing in Greenville is 21.5% less expensive than the national average.
That's good,
also living in Greenville, North Carolina, was a man who went by the name of Quentin Gray, an aspiring rapper who went by the rap stage name Hood Rich Montana, with ironically one of his last tracks he made before losing his life was a track titled Back Door.
They hating in disguise. I gotta watch that back door. Why? Cause they ain't playing fair no more.
Now Quentin lived in a mobile home on a 900 block of Sweet Amy Lane, along with his 2 boys and his baby mother, a 26-year-old woman who go by the name of Nasia Perkins. Despite having 2 young toddlers, it seemed the couple
trying to throw them off the scent. You let this man come over here and kill your man in front of your kids.
That got into an altercation
Bogus,
that led Quentin
bro.
putting his hands on his baby mother. And from that day on, Nasia seeked revenge, secretly orchestrating a plan that would take her baby father's life. Nasia had got into an altercation that led Quentin putting his hands on his baby mother. And from that day on, Nasia seeked revenge, secretly orchestrating a plan that would take her baby father's life. The next day, Nasia went to her job at a local warehouse and put that plan together with the man who wanted to be with her, putting a battery in his back, insinuating that once her baby father Quentin was gone, they can be together. Now the plan, according to authorities, was for Nasia to have her 2 kids in a room and be home when someone would come through their house and shoot her baby father. Don't rob him and just leave. But the fact that the intruder didn't harm Nasia or the kids would be the first red flag. And that day would come just after midnight on Sunday, December 8th, 2024. Detectives were sent to the 900 block of Sweet Amy Lane in reference to a report of a subject being shot during a reported break-in and entering. At the scene, deputies found Quentin Gray lying shot to death in his living room. The death was determined a homicide after the initial investigation.
The East say they are investigating after a man died in a shooting overnight. Elise Sandlin is live at the scene in Lenore County with details. Elise?
See, and I'm not saying that this is what she should have did, because she's bogus as hell, and God don't like ugly. He gonna come get you one way or another. Or what I will say, she should have had a story like somebody came in, they was arguing about some money or some drugs or something, and this on and that. Like, you should have had a real story versus somebody just ran in my house and killed him for no reason.
Happened right here in the house behind me. Deputies say the victim was shot multiple times. Neighbors say 30-year-old Quentin Lee Gray was a kind man, and they're heartbroken by the tragedy.
He was always friendly and respectful, so I'll go there a few times, not much, but they were real nice people.
According to Lenore County Sheriff's Office, Gray was found unresponsive in his home on 943 Sweet Amy Lane just after midnight on Sunday. They say he suffered multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene.
It was sad, it's unexpected. Been out here 20-odd years, and this like the second shooting that's been out here. And for it to be like right across the street, it was kind of crazy because we're in the back and it's real quiet out here.
Neighbors say his death comes as a shock to everyone in the community. They say Gray had 2 young boys and was a dedicated father.
You see him outside playing with his kids all the time, him and his girlfriend. And I'm really sad because he was such a good dad.
Neighbors say they're sending out prayers to Gray's family and his loved ones.
So because he hit her, she killed him or got him killed.
According to the Lenore County Sheriff's Department, the investigation is still ongoing, but there is no threat to the community. Live in Lenore County, Elise Sandlin, WITN News.
All right, thank you, Elise. Officials say they are working to provide more information as it comes, and they do believe it was.
Sorry for the cutout. She was saying police believe it was a targeted hit. Now, the day it happened, Nasia made a post on Facebook saying the following: "Never going to forget the things you taught me and the things you told me. Cross fingers emoji. Always watch the board." Now, that post was interesting to say the least, but she ain't stopped there. 2 days later, she wrote, "Everybody that think they're going to be at Hood Rich Montana service, y'all not. He only F with a few, and they know who they are. And the people he didn't F with, y'all know who y'all are. 100 emoji. He already told me, don't want none of y'all fake MFers at his stuff. Sorry, but not sorry." And the real reason she put that out is because people were starting to question her and her motive, especially after the news had released the 911 call. Now, up until January the 1st, she would stop reposting pictures of her baby father. And for a month straight, she would only repost memes and cooking pictures, not once making a statement on Facebook. Also disabling her comments, with her last post being a repost quoting, "I just want me a good ass year, financially, mentally, and emotionally."
With it.
And that was just 4 days ago. But 24 hours after her making that post, she would get arrested alongside her secret lover / co-worker, a man who was later identified, Calvin Cooley, 29 years old, alongside Nasia, was arrested Wednesday following several weeks of investigation by the local county sheriff's office. Calvin and Nasia.
But you gotta think about it like this. What type of man or women would want to be with somebody who had a plot to kill their significant other? If they'll do it to him or her, they'll do it to you and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes people think that that is the smart thing or the way to go about what they got going on? If she's cheating with her significant other with you, what makes you think she won't cheat on you with somebody else? Like,
They've place of employment in Kingston. The search for Calvin went on for hours as he hid behind piles of inventory. And according to authorities, in their investigation, they concluded that Nasia had set this up to a clueless man because she was physically harmed by her baby father.
A woman who deputies say made a 911 call last month charged with her boyfriend's murder. The Lenoir County Sheriff's Office says Nyasia Perkins and Calvin Colley were arrested Wednesday and charged with first-degree murder and felony conspiracy in Quentin Gray's death. Deputies say both Perkins and Colley were arrested yesterday at their places of work in Kinston. Deputies won't say where that happened, but did confirm the two worked together. The 26-year-old woman lives in Lenoir County, while deputies say the 29-year-old man is from Goldsboro. And just after midnight on December 8th, deputies say they were called to a home on Sweet Amy Lane for reports of someone being shot during a breaking and entering. Their 30-year-old Gray was found shot to death in his living room. The sheriff's office says Perkins also lived at the home with Gray, and deputies say she made the 911 call reporting the shooting. Deputies say there were two small children along with the man's girlfriend in the home when the shooting happened. Perkins and Coley are being held in the Lenoir County Jail without bond.
As we wrap this video up, I want to say rest in peace to Quentin Gray. Love and condolences to your families. We send 11 prayers y'all away, but especially to your two young boys who possibly had to witness all this and now have to grow up with neither one of his parents, or they parents rather. This is a very unfortunate situation. No ifs and buts about it. Emotions got to both situations that led up to this, with the man unfortunately putting his hands on a female, which is a no-no, but also her thinking taking his life was acceptable. Let me know how you guys feel about this.
Straight cornball behavior, in my opinion. I'd never put my hands on the female, but regardless, do I feel like it was necessary for her to kill him? I don't think so. You feel me? So now she probably gonna spend the rest of her life in jail. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail as well. One of them's probably gonna snitch on the other, try to get some time cut. But those kids gonna have to grow up without either parent, and knowing that their mom got their father killed as well, and they were in the house to witness it or at least hear it. Why did it take you 5 minutes to call them anyways? Like, that's a bunch of red flags. You in the house, but it took you 5 minutes to call the police. Make it make sense. It's your boy Key checking in, checking out. We gone.